My next guest has the distinction of being the most married guest we've ever had on this program, as well as the oldest. As of this morning, he clocked in at 101 years of age from New York City. Please welcome Charles Lefcourt. Hi, Charles. How are you? You have a very nice smile.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't mean this to sound strange, but you certainly don't look like a man who's 101 years old.
Well, I'm just fortunate, I guess.
Mm-hmm. People always say when somebody gets to be that old, do you have any secrets, any tricks, any shortcuts that you use to?
No particular ones, excepting I'm not a big eater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat any red meats.
Do you drink?
No.
Don't drink? Do you smoke?
I smoke.
What do you smoke?
Pack a day.
Pack of cigarettes a day? And how long have you been smoking?
Since I was 18.
So that's like over 80 years you've been smoking? 83 years or so?
That's right.
And you feel fine?
Feel fine, sure.
Yeah. How old do you feel?
Well, if not to my legs, I feel like 25.
25? Yeah.
Just my legs went off on me. I don't know why they went off on me.
Well, you look great. I got to hand that to you, sir. Now let me get this straight. In the introduction here, we mentioned that you're certainly the oldest man or woman we've had on the show, and but I don't know that you're the most married. How many times have you been married in your life, Charles?
7.
7 times. 7 times. All right, let me check here. Nope, you're not the most married. You know who's been married more than you?
Tommy Manville.
Tommy Manville? Well, he's not on the list, but I'll take your word for it. Zsa Zsa Gabor has been married.
Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Yeah, 8 times.
She can have the honor.
Yeah. Now, do you remember the names of all of your wives?
No. I honestly don't.
You honestly don't? Hey, I'm sure you remember the name of your first wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I paid her alimony 69 years, so I gotta remember.
69 years you paid her alimony?
Alimony, 60. She died about 3 years ago, and that's when I stopped.
Good heavens. So you've been smoking for over 80 years, and you've paid alimony for 69 years. What's the oldest suit you have?
Oldest what?
Suit of clothing.
Well, I had that made in Rome in 71, 1971.
So that's under a couple of decades. Now, you had a very short marriage once, didn't you? What's the shortest time you've been married?
Overnight.
And can you tell us the circumstances of that overnight marriage?
It was an accident.
How did the accident happen?
A friend of mine was getting married to a Ziegfeld girl.
Mm-hmm. What year was this,
roughly? We used to see a lot of Ziegfeld kids in those days.
Yeah, showgirls, dancers.
Yeah.
And what year are we talking about, Charles?
And he asked me to come up and be his best man.
You were going to be the best man?
So I said, fine. We went upstate someplace, some private judge or somebody. And she brought a friend along. So I said, when they were going to get married, I said, how about you and I? I just met her. She says, all right, we got married. The next day, they didn't say anything, but the next day, the girl sailed for England to work at the show.
Left the country.
And that was the end of it.
Yeah, and I'll bet you were heartbroken.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what year that was? In the 30s, maybe?
Way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Now, you were quite a hotshot around town, weren't you? You used to hang around with, who was the guy that you used to hang around with?
Well, I knew a lot of nice guys.
Jim Brady?
Diamond Jim Brady, yeah. Sure.
What kind of guy was he?
He's a nice, down-to-earth gambler.
Lot of money?
Yeah.
He
had money.
Big fat guy?
Yeah, he kept a couple of twins.
I'm sorry?
He kept a couple of twin sisters.
Kept a couple of twin sisters. And where exactly did he keep them?
In his hip pocket.
Now, is that a true story?
Yeah.
He had a couple of honeys, babes, and where were they?
What do you mean, where were they?
Where were they? Where did they stay? Were they always with him? Were they?
Yeah, they used to meet him at least 3 times a week for lunch. They was with him all the time.
Yeah. Did you meet the girls?
Yeah, I met them.
And
met them once.
And did you get close to marrying either of these? Yeah. Weren't the marrying kind, huh? Yeah. Who else? Where did you go in those days for fun? What was a good hot spot?
We went to the Cotton Club.
Cotton Club.
Went to the Café de Paris, where they now on 47th and Broadway.
Yeah.
And when Paul Whiteman was there, and they had Adelaide News were before Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. That's before. They were the great ones.
Yeah. And
they had some terrific stars. And what's her name? That great black actress. What's her name?
Oprah Winfrey? I don't know. I don't know who you're...
Oh, she's a great actress. She's singer.
Lena Horne?
Lena Horne.
Yeah.
And Lena was a chorus girl at the Cotton Club.
Yeah.
Used to know her up there.
You were, I bet you were trouble on the streets of New York, weren't you? Did you go out every night?
As many as I could, while my strength held out.
And a lot of girlfriends?
Had a lot of fun. A lot of fun, put it that way.
Yeah. And are you married now?
Oh, yes. I'm married to a wonderful, wonderful person. 37 years. She paid for everything.
And you still, what do you have here?
This is her.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, take a look at this. This is a lovely woman here. What is her name?
Marge.
Marge? All right, settle down, for heaven's sakes. And what line of work are you in? We mentioned that you're a salesman, Charles. What do you do for a living?
I sold ladies' coats and suits.
Coats and suits in the garment business? Do you still go into the office?
I go down twice a week.
Twice a week? And you still make sales and so forth?
Yeah.
So you still enjoy that work?
Yeah.
What do you do for fun now?
For fun?
Yeah. I mean, not that you haven't had your share.
I play gin every Saturday and Sunday, but I belong to the Young Men's Philanthropic League, which is a club. And I play gin up there every Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. I guess your twin days are over, aren't they?
Listen, we were all over Europe. We were in Cuba, we were in Montego.
So you've been able to travel a lot.
Bermuda, Nassau, Rome, Italy, London, Paris, Monte Carlo. We were all over.
Yeah. Well, you're a delightful gentleman. It's a pleasure to know you.
Thank you.
And good luck making those sales tomorrow. Thanks for being here, Charles. We'll do a commercial and be back with Ricky Skaggs.
The guy at the stereo store told me this is the perfect system